All right, ladies and gentlemen, Blood Sports Broadcasting bringing you the championship game from the Liberty uh, Liberty Bell tournament, my hockey tournament, Liberty Cup. So this game, a rematch of last night's round robin game, as the Cats Academy taking on the Ashburn Xtreme. Last night's game ended in a 1-1 tie, and uh, we apologize. I know that things are a little delayed. There was a significant injury in the last game, the consolation game, which has delayed our start time here. Um, but they were able to get the gentleman from the Carolina Junior Canes off of the ice. We did have to go to the hospital, but we wish him well. We wish the team well. Hope everything turns out all right for him. And it's just precautionary, but we are getting set here for the we are getting set here for the championship game for Ashburn and the Cats. So stick with us here on Rud Sports Broadcasting, and we'll be right back with you here shortly. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're ready. Ashburn starting with the lineup with Cal and Buckle and Morse sitting at the wing, at the defense, not at wing, sorry. Conchar and O'Neill out at center, and that is won by Ashburn, but taken right back by the Caps. Now turning their way in is Cal. Cal lurking his way around, trying to get through. Now behind the net. Caps looking to break out, and they do. But they can't get it out of the zone, and now finally come back to Caps. Out through center, now across. Looking wide. Shot towards the net. Taken side by Wells. That rebound taken by number 42. Now Wells pokes that one away off to the corner. And now out it goes. And there's a race for it. And O'Neill trying to get to it. He sends it towards the middle, but it misses the stick. And back out they come. Looking through center. Coming across. Shot through the crease. No one home for the Caps. And it gets back out to center. Now working their way in. Now sent around, dumped in by the Caps, and it'll be retrieved there by Van Benton. Van Benton working his way through. Trying to send it up. He gets it up to Wu. Wu checked up off the play, now sent in. Now Rubenstein tries to send it into the zone, but it's just offside at the line, and we'll get a face-off coming up just outside the Caps end. Early on in this one, 12:46 remaining here in the first period. Now leads in for this face-off for Ashburn. That faceoff was won back by Leeds. Caps almost got to it and broke it out. And now they do break it out through center. Now coming in across the blue line. Looking low, sent short side. Doesn't quite reach, hits off the side of the net. And now working their way out. And here comes Wu. Wu coming down the far side boards. Tries to cut to the middle. He's checked up off the play. And now the Caps working their way out. That pass misses everything. And that is icing. And we will get a face off back inside the Caps zone. Now that face off won by the Caps. Looking wide, trying to keep it in. Redditch keeps it in temporarily. And it's still in. Now it's deep. Looking behind Ryan. Ryan along the side trying to get it out. Rutherford checks the player up off the play, but it's not able to get out. He pushes it out for Redditch. Redditch gets it out, but the Caps working their way back in, trying to make sure that they're not offsides, but they are, and there will be a face-off coming up outside the Ashburn end. Now the face-off won by Rutherford. Rutherford sends back down. There's been covered there by Sterbutzel. Sterbutzel looking up for Revic. Revic sending it out of the zone. It gets through. Now poked in by Ryan. Now around behind the net working. Trying to get through. Checked up off the play. And now a break. Potentially coming 3-on-1 for the Caps as they work through the middle. Blocked out by Revic as he goes down and blocks that play. And now working their way through. Caps on the near side board, sends through the middle. No one able to get to it, and Ratterman with it now. He sends it up. Looking out. Rutherford sends it up out of the zone. Gets it over for Ryan. It fits down the ice, and they'll get a change. Now, Caps looking back. They caught it as for his change, but not able to get through. And now Kyle is able to send it out. He's going to chase it in. He's going down low. That shot towards the net. It's saved by the netminder. Pushed wide. Now working their way out the Caps. Caps coming in, far side. Jumped off. Now it's shot towards the net. That gets blocked out by the defense. Caps going to go ahead and recover, but Fatima gets to it. Fatima looking. Now as he sends it around behind the net, the Caps do. As they look to try and get some pressure. Now it's shot towards the net. That goes wide. And now working their way out, Fatima. Fatima sending it down the ice. Feathers it down. Now O'Neill's able to get through. There's a shot by O'Neill that gets saved, and another shot by. And now working their way out. So 2 shots on goal there, but Hitlander is strong to it. Now Pasolescu tries to clear it, but it's intercepted by the Caps. Shot saved by Wells, and gets through. Now Pasolescu sending it up. He gets it up. It's saved. Another save by Wells. Gillespie checked up off the play, trying to get it up and out. Can't. Conchar trying to get it out of the zone. It does get out. And now, oh, they missed that one. They said it was not offsides. They made it good. So Rubenstein giving chase now. Now back comes the Cavs as they get it out of the zone. Now working wide. Cut to the middle. Shot. Saved by Wells. Puck is loose and gets out. Now Rubenstein looking across. Tries to hit leads with it, but couldn't quite get it to him. And now that puck comes out looking Murphy. Murphy with it. He's sending it across. He sends it up for Van Benton. Van Benton sending it up. Not able to get it out of the zone. It's dumped right back in by a Cap. Still go ahead and get a change. Murphy now with it. Murphy looking. He's sending it across the ice. He gets it up for Wu. No, sorry, that's not Wu. That's Conchar. Conchar sends it in, but it is a late hit on Casey Conchar. He's able to get up under his own power. So super late hit missed by the officials. In their defense, the play was away from that. And so they're probably fouling the puck. It happens. That face off tied up and won by Rutherford now, but the Caps come right back with it and now working their way through, trying to get across. Caps looking, dump it in right on net to Wells. Wells holds on. Now face up coming up to the right of netminder Scott Wells. Rutherford in for the face off. That one won over by the Caps. Now sent down low. The Bucks are trying to get out of the zone with it can't. Now looking their way up. Triple on the boards. I think maybe the boards was actually the thing that tripped them. Now looking their way up. Wu has lost his stick. He's trying to play defense. Now he goes and gets to his stick. Now behind the net. Sent up. Now Revitz with it. He sends it up and out of the zone. Chase being given. And icing going to be called as they could not catch up to it. So the faceoff going to come right back down here to the Ashburn end. We are down to 8:21 remaining here in the first period of this championship game. Still tied at 0. Cal now in for this faceoff. He wins that faceoff back to Vasilevsky. He sends it around behind the net. Now Ford sends it up his own. Can't get it out. And it's hit right back behind the net. Now fighting for it behind. Trying to get out. Ryan can't get out. It does get out of the zone. Excuse me. Now Cap coming right back. Trying to send it low. Can't send it low. Now Cap's just buzzing. Got Wells with the save. And he'll hold on to that one for a face-off as the Caps were buzzing. Now leads in for this face-off for Ashburn. He wins that one back. Put there by Murphy. He sent it around, but it's kept in at the line by the Cap Academy defense. Now trying to get it out. Leads and Batima trying to get the puck out of the zone. Finally, Van Benton comes away with it. He sends it up, but it's kept in by the Caps. And now looking around behind him at Murphy sending it up. Now it's shot towards the net. Oh, I'm sorry, centering pass towards the center of the ice. And that did not connect. And so they will fight for it here along the boards. Now trying to get up and send around. Now send around. Can't get it out of the zone. Caps are really buzzing right now. Now sent out front. There's a shot. Oh, and a save by Wells. Now Batima sending it out of the zone. Can't get out of the zone. Now towards the net. And glove down by Wells. He'll hold on for a face-off. Lots of pressure coming from the Caps here in the first period. Face-off coming up just to Scott Wells' right. Rutherford's going to be in for this face-off for Ashburn. He's out there with Radaman and Conchar. Now That's won by Rutherford. Gets in the middle, but it's turned over, and now still loose. Now Rutherford's with it, and they're going to call the he blew it dead a little early because Ashburn had a 3-on-2 developing, but he blew it dead and said face off out for a Colt crease violation. But the crease violation shouldn't have been called because we have possession. Anyway, face off won by Rutherford. He gets it back, but now looking, sending through. Now it's tied up in the middle, trying to get it out of the zone. Now a shot towards the net, saved by Wells. He'll hold on, and we'll get another face off here inside the Ashburn zone. Rutherford back for the face off here. He wins that one over for Revich. Revich now setting it around, getting it up. Can't get it out of the zone by Conchar. And now lost behind the net by Buffalo. Trying to get to it here. Rutherford checked up off the play. And now centering pass, not able to get to it. Sent around behind. Now Revich sending it around. Kept in by the Caps. No, it finally gets out as Radovin's got it. Radovin coming down. He comes in. Takes a shot. Saved by the netminder. Wasn't enough for the rebound. Now Rutherford's going to go give chase in the corner. He's checked up off the play. Now sent it back. Now Apostolescu with the shot. That's blocked out. Working down low with it. Conchar sent it back behind for Radovin. Radovin sending it towards the net. Not able to now. Apostolescu with it. And that shot. And it's scored! That goal scored by Apostolescu on the shot. And that is Ashburn goes up 1-0 on the goal by Apostolescu. Rutherford was sitting in front of that net, just screening the goaltender, had no shot, and it went high side. So great all-around team play, and that put Ashburn up 1-0. Now that face-off won by Palace. We continue play here. Working their way through. Apostolescu trying to send it up. Can't as he goes through. Now sending it across for Morse. Morse sending it up for O'Neill. O'Neill dumps it in. Cass Academy going to get to it as they go look regroup. Coming out of their own zone, working towards the middle. Apostolescu gets to it, but he is picked up off the play by the Cass Academy players. Now a shot towards the net, but it's blocked out front by their own player. Now Wu working his way out. Gets it across for O'Neill, but he can't quite get to it. Now Wu sends it into the zone, and he is going to go ahead and chase it down inside the Cap zone. It is sent out to center by Castro. They do clear. And now turnover. Murphy able to recover, though. Gets it around. He sends it around the dasher. Trying to get it out of the zone. Can't. At least not yet. And it is sent back around by the Caps Academy. Caps Academy playing with it here. Murphy trying to get out of the zone. Can't. Caps keeps the shot on, and Wells is going to get that one. Easy fly ball. He'll catch that one and hold on to it for a face-off. 4:23 remaining here in the first period of this championship game. Ashburn up 1. Then face-off won by Leeds. Leeds sends it up. Was intercepted, and they couldn't quite get the shot off. Almost had a clear shot at the net, though. Now Buffalo sending it around, looking to get it out. Ryan can't get it out. Now Revich with it. Revich sends it up for Ryan. Ryan sends it down, but that's going to go far enough for icing, and we'll get a face-off right back here inside the Ashburn zone. Leads in for this face-off for Ashburn. He ties it up, and it's taken back by Ryan. Ryan getting it out of the zone, and now working his way in. Rubenstein with the shot towards the net that goes high over the net. Now working down low, shot. Puck is loose. Puck is still loose. Rubenstein with the shot, and another save by the Caps Academy netminder. Now a shot from the point for Butzel. That one gets blocked away by the Caps Academy netminder. Defense, excuse me. Now working their way out. Can't quite get out of the zone, the Caps Academy, and now leads back out front looking for Rubenstein. Can't quite, or that was Ryan. Can't quite get to it though. And now back comes Caps Academy and offside at the line, just on by a step. And so we'll get a face off here just outside the Ashburn zone. Rutherford will be in for this face off. He's got Voltima and Radaman with him. And that one, won by Rutherford. He sent it forward, trying to get up. Now back to Apostolescu. He sends it in for Radaman. Radaman giving chase. It's got the Cass Academy gets to it. And now pushed out, working wide, trying to get, well, he's checked up by Morse. Trying to get out of his own Radaman. Trying to get it out. Finally does. And now chase being given by Voltima. Voltima blocks that one down. And now working towards it, trying to get through. Now here comes Cass Academy working through the middle. Great defensive play there by, they're now working it down. They clear the zone, but the Rutherford with the check. Now he sits around, kept in by the Caps Academy player. Right here in your living room, or whatever device you're wearing it, watching this on. And now Voltima gets it out. He sends it up for Radaman. Radaman gets it into the zone. Now behind. Working their way out. Here comes Caps Academy back, coming wide. Rutherford giving chase. And that is tipped and tipped in on net and held onto by Scott Wells. And we will get a face-off. We will get a face-off right here to the right of the Ashburn net. Now, Calvin for this face-off. He ties it up, finally taken by Van Vetten. Van Vetten going to skate it up himself. He gets it out. He sends it up for O'Neill. O'Neill working his way through. He tries to find Van Vetten cutting towards the net, but he just misses. And he is checked up off the play down low. Now working behind, trying to get through. And that puck never gets to the net, is set wide. And now here comes the Caps. Caps looking for a break, but intercepted there. Not the puck, but the player by Van Vetten. Now towards the net. They're trying to get out of the zone. Now a shot towards the net. Still working. And that shot. And puck is loose. And it is underneath the netminder. Wells. That puck never went into the net. The Caps Academy player is saying it did, but it was under Wells the entire time. So still a 1-0 game on another save, couple saves by Scotty Wells. Now behind, looking, trying to get through. Now sending it around. Caps Academy still working, still pressuring. Now Stabutzel with it. Stabutzel working his way out. Now Stabutzel sending it up under the zone, and now down it goes. Caps Academy will get to it, and it gets out of the zone. Sending it across Revich. Revich looking, sends it up. And that pass for Leeds just missed on the pass by Wu. It's a good backhand pass, didn't quite get there. Now Revich with it. Revich sending it up to Wu. Wu trying to get into the zone. He does. Now he sends it back down low. He's got it for Leeds. Leeds leaves it for Wu. Now turned back towards the net, but gets wide, and Leeds still working towards the. And now Caps Academy coming away with it, but they missed the pass completely, and that goes all the way down. And with 41 seconds, we will get a face-off inside the Caps Academy zone. Rutherford out there with Ryan and Radaman at his wings for this face-off. Now face-off won by Rutherford. Now back for Morse. Morse takes a shot towards the net, and it hits Ryan high. He goes down. Now it's towards the net and goes back around. Now working his way out, Radaman. Radaman working his way through. Sends it across. And it goes in on the net and saved by the netminder. He'll hold on, and we'll get a face-off here to the left of the Caps Academy net. 22.4 seconds remaining here in the First period of this championship game, Ashburn up 1-0. Now face off, taking a one by Rutherford, but then now Cass Academy coming away with it. Now working low. Right. Centering pass. That gets away. Gets out. Now working their way through. Intercepted by Radaman. 5 seconds left. And he's just going to dump it in. No icing. And that'll do it for the first period. So after one period, Ashburn up 1-0. Stick with the Sports Broadcasting. We'll be right back with you in just a moment for the second period. All right, so we're back for the second period. Cal back out there. Ashburn starting the way they started, starting this period the way they started the game. 14 minutes, and now one by Cal as he sends it down, trying to get in, and it's in. O'Neill's got it. He sends it across, looking for Fatima, but Fatima couldn't quite get the shot off, and now working his way through. Kept in at the line there by Van Benton. That shot goes off a Caps defender and out of play, and we will get a face off to the left of the Caps Academy net. Now Cal into this face off. He wins that. He sends it across. Voltima sends it up. Can't get out of the zone though. As Voltima's still working it here down low behind the net for O'Neill. O'Neill trying to work it back to Voltima. Voltima with it behind the net. He's trying to get through. Cannot. Now sent out front. Intercepted by Cal. Shot. And saved by the Caps Academy goaltender. I think of the defense, actually. I think the defense got that. I'm not going to give that one a shot. I'm pretty sure the defense blocked that. And they come in offsides, Caps Academy does. So there will be a face-off coming up just outside. Now leads in for this face-off for Ashburn. He wins that one back. Looking, sending it out. It gets out to center. Gets down. And now Caps Academy working their way back to the middle. Trying to get through. Can't get it out of the zone. Sent around now behind. Looking low. Sending it up. Ooh, can't get it out of the zone. I'm sorry, that's Conchar. He couldn't get it out of the zone. Now he does to Leeds. Leeds coming in. He's 2-on-1 with Rubenstein. He'll take the shot. And it's saved by the netminder. And now working their way out. Caps Academy trying to get back through. And Revich gets a hold of that one. Leeds sends it up. Can't get it past the Caps Academy defender, and they're going to dump it into the zone. Now working through. Tipped out of the zone there by Voltima. And now finally out of play. So we'll get a face-off here coming up just outside the Ashburn zone, as that's where the puck went out of play. Rutherford in for this face-off. He wins that one back. Gets it back. Tries to send it to Apostolescu. He loses the net. Now he's working, sending it around. Shot towards the net. Saved by Wells. He'll hold on and we'll get a face-off to his right. Rutherford back in for this face-off. He wins that one back, sending it, being sent around, but it's blocked down out front outside as they tried to send it around and it got hit off the net. Now to the middle, Cass Academy gets a shot off, but can't quite get out of the. It gets blocked out by the thing. Now Rutherford sends it up. He sends it for Wu. It's touched by a Cass Academy six, so it gets lowered. And now back here comes the Kostolescu. Kostolescu working up. That's tipped. No, it's not tipped. No icing. Face off coming up down inside the Ashburn zone. 11:40 remaining here in the second period. Ashburn up 1-0. Now for this face-off, Cal wins that, loses that face-off to the Cats Academy. Now it's sent towards the net, but it goes wide. Can't quite get there. And now looking to send it out was Van Benton, but he couldn't get it around the defender of the Cats Academy. There's a shot and a goal scored by the Cats Academy. And we now have a 1-1 game. Initial save by Wells, but then the follow-up shot on the rebound went right in as there was no one there to clear back the backside rebound. And we have a 1-1 game here. 11:26 remaining in the period. That face-off one, trying to work their way through. Now finally does get out. And it's tipped right back in by Cass Academy. And Cass Academy wants a penalty for that, but that would have been a legal hit if he had not been offsides. So the the face-off coming up outside now leads back in for the face-off. That's one. Trying to get their way out. Can't get out. Finally, Caps Academy now coming back. They go low. Working towards the net. Trying to get low. Butzel watching him. Now that puck goes to the middle. That's saved by Wells. Gets back out. Can't get out. Now finally it does get out. And here comes Wu with a shot and a goal. And that wasn't Wu. That was Leeds. Leeds scores. That is 2-1. Ashburn. Now, looks like penalty. Well, it looks like after the fact, something must have been said by Leeds. So he's now got a 2-minute penalty after the goal. And now Ashburn is going to be down a man and having to kill it off. So that face-off one, working, shot towards the net by Caps Academy. That's held on to by Scott Wells. Rutherford back in for this face-off. He wins that one back, and it's taken by the Caps. Caps take a shot towards the net that gets blocked out front by the defense. Now working their way through. That gets out of the zone. As this watched by Rademan. Rademan giving chase. Sent towards the net, but it goes wide. Rutherford looking. He bounces over his stick, and now working their way out. Here comes the Caps Academy coming back. Looking towards the net. Can't get it there, but it is sent out and around. It goes all the way down. That's going to be icing, and we will get a face-off back inside the Ashburn end. 10:08 remaining here in the second period. Ashburn up 2-1. Now in for the face-off. Cal trying to win that back. Can't. Sent back over, or he does win it back. Sent around by Butzel. That's going to go all the way down. That's going to be icing. So icing there on as Butzel sends it around, and we'll get a face-off here to the back inside the Ashburn zone to the right of netminder Scott Wells. Now, Cal wins that face-off. He sends it back. That's held in at the line by the Caps Academy. Shot towards the net goes wide. Now sending down low, looking behind the net, can't get to it as that is taken by Strabutzel. He sends it up, can't get it by the Caps Academy defender over there. And now a shot towards the net. And finally, Strabutzel gets out. He's looking to do something with it, but he's stopped up. And now that is dangerously in front of the net. But it does get out of the. Now it's sent down the ice by Cal. There's not going to be any icing on this one. That's not going to get far enough. And now working their way back, Conchar. Conchar's out there. Rubenstein loses an edge, takes out Conchar in the process as Caps Academy comes back, and there's a shot towards the net, saved by Wells. He'll hold on, and we're going to face off here to the right of the netminder. 9:07 remaining here in the second period. 21 seconds remaining on the penalty kill for Ashburn. They're holding on to this 2-1 lead right now. Now I can't tell who's in the face-off there. Might be, I think it's Casey Conchar. He wins that one back, gets it to Van Benton. Van Benton sends it up. It's kept in at the line by the Caps, but that shot doesn't make it through. And now finally out to center. Now working their way through Caps Academy. Shot towards the net. That goes over the net. And now working their way out. Sent. Trying to get it out of the zone. He gets it to Rubenstein. Rubenstein finds a lane, but his stick is tied up. And he can't quite get out. And now back comes. And it is offsides at the line as the Caps entered. Almost onsides, but they couldn't quite stay there. And we will get a face-off here coming up just outside the Ashburn zone. Now Cal's back in for the face-off. He's got Leeds and Baltimore with him. Cal wins that face-off. Now working their way across. Coming through. Can't quite get it out. Now marked off by Cal. Cal gets it behind the net, sends it around, looking to get out of the zone. Finally sent up, but not far enough. It's kept in at the line by the Caps Academy. It's still in play, and now sent out of the zone, and Caps Academy is going to have to regroup. Now intercepted there, though, by O'Neill as they tried to break out of their own zone. Being watched. Now behind the net, sending it up. Not able to hold the line, Van Benton. And now working his way down, Caps Academy. But they intercepted there by Ashburn. And Ashburn sends it out. Caps Academy tries to bring it back in, but they are offsides at the line, and we will get a face-off here just outside the Ashburn zone. Leeds is out there now for the face-off. He's got Rubenstein with him and Wu. Now sending it out, looking, sends up. Now working his way on the ice. Ryan's checked up off after he gets there. But now it's not towards the net. That's saved by the netminder. Now Rubenstein behind the net, trying to find something to do with it. He sends it back down low for Wu. That shot is saved. And now there's going to be a penalty upcoming for roughing. Checked Rubenstein well after he had passed the puck, and then they gave him another couple shots while he's on the ground. So he's going to get 2 minutes for roughing, and Ashburn is going to go through the power play here. So Leeds is in for this faceoff to start the power play. He's got Rubenstein and O'Neill with him. He's got Collins at D and with Force now working their way through, trying to stay in. Now Lee Collins sends it back around. Now behind the net, Rubenstein. Now O'Neill trying to get through. Cal gets to it. He dropped it off for O'Neill. Back to the top of Morse. Morse looking stuck. That goes up over the net. Now rebound came right out, but he couldn't get to it. And now O'Neill misses it. And now back down comes the Caps shorthanded as they look to get it across. There's a shot, but he misses the one-time opportunity. And now back comes the Xtreme. Ashburn working their way back. Sent up for Riverside. Riverside onside, makes a move. He takes a shot, but it's gloved down by the netminder. And we'll get a face-off right back here inside the Ashburn end. Sorry, inside the capsule. Now back out here for this next power play unit with Rutherford. He's out there with Van Benton and Conchar at the wings. I'm sorry, that's Radiman. Now Rutherford wins that faceoff. Now trying to get out front. Oh, and it almost goes off the Rutherford stick, but he couldn't quite get there. Now sent down low. Now shot towards the net. So Rutherford's pushed into the goalie by the Caps Academy player. He's going to get called for roughing, and we will get a face-off. This is the same thing that happened yesterday in this game where they decided to uh, initiate contact with him while he was just outside the crease and pushing him in. And so now Ashburn on a 5-on-3. Now face-off won by Caps Academy. I'm sorry, won by Ashburn. Now O'Neill sends it through the goal. It goes off him at now. I think that is going to be Aiden O'Neill's goal as it goes off the Caps Academy defender's stick and bounces up over the stick or over the shoulder of the netminder, and we'll get a face-off. Or sorry, the face-off will go back out to center. This is now 3-1 Ashburn with 6:26 remaining, and they are still on a power play as uh, for the next minute 54. Now working their way through Leeds working their way through, coming around. Now to Rubenstein. Rubenstein sends it in for O'Neill. O'Neill working low. He gets it. He tries to dump it off for Rubenstein. Can't quite get to it. Now he dumps it back for Rubenstein. Now back behind the net, trying to get over there. O'Neill gets to it, working their way low. Now he sends it up, and he's going to send it all the way down. That's going to be icing, and we'll get a face-off right back here inside the Ashburn zone. A minute 26 remaining on the 5-on-4 for Ashburn. 5:58 remaining in the second period. Ashburn now holding on to a 2-goal lead. And right back to it here. Rutherford going to be back out here for this face-off. Now he ties up the player, and Ashburn comes away with it. So that's a win. Now Rutherford, he takes a shot. That's saved by the netminder. And we'll do it again off to the right-hand side. Now tied up by Rutherford. He sends it, kicks it back, and is not held in as it gets out. Now working their way through, trying to get out. Now Van Benton working his way into his zone. He sends it across. He's looking at a shot towards the net. Rutherford, he takes another shot. That's blocked out front by the defense, and now back they come. Now it's sent down the ice, and now working their way through, trying to get out. Now Rutherford's coming back with it. He dumps it in. He's giving chase behind the net, and he gets in behind the net now rather than puck is away as Ashburn looks to clear out, but they can't. Now Radiman with it. He tries to send it back towards the net, and that's going to be held on by the netminder, and it is held up, and we'll have a face-off to the left of the Caps Academy net. Now back in. Conchar has his face-off. He sends it back for Voltima. Voltima sends it across now. Now the Buffalo with the shot, but it misses. Or it's blocked out front. Conchar loses his stick, and luckily able to be held in there. Now Ryan with it. Ryan looking towards the net. Their shot is loose and puts it behind the net. Now out front looking, trying to get to it. Ryan, but now back comes Cax Academy. They are shorthanded still for another 10 seconds as they get it into the zone and looking now down low behind the net. Can't quite get through, and Sabutza with it. He'll put on the brakes again. Maybe that's Morris. That might be Morris. Now Ryan getting it out is sent out of the zone. That's sent down. That's not going to be far enough for icing, and we will get a face card as they will look to break out of the zone. Sorry, I was expecting the icing. It was not. It was not. All right, so working their way through Caps Academy, coming through center. They dump it in, but it's taken there by Sir Butts or Morse. He sends it out looking for Ryan. Ryan misses the puck and then peels off for a change, putting Ashburn shorthanded temporarily. Now a shot by the Caps Academy saved by Wells. Now turned around behind Cal. Cal looking up, trying to get out of the zone. They do. And now it's a race for it. Wu giving a chase, but he's not going to get there. And we'll get a face-off back inside the Ashburn end. We are down to 3:46 remaining here in the second period. Ashburn up 3-1 here in this championship game. Now in for the face-off there. I believe that is Cal. Yeah, that was Cal. He won that face-off back, but taken back by the Caps. Caps now looking to get out, cannot, as it is turned over now to the middle. Couldn't quite get a shot off as his stick was tied up, and now it gets out to the center. It doesn't get out to center. It's kept in by the Caps Academy. So back Van Benton now. Van Benton looking, trying to get it up, but it's Caps Academy holding those boards very well. Now trying to get held in along the boards again. Now finally get us out. And now here comes Wu. Wu coming back. He's checked up off the play. He's got it. He'll dump it back looking for Murphy, but Murphy was not yet in the zone, and so they'll have to regroup. Now working his way back. Wu. Wu coming in. He looks, he drops it for Leeds. Leeds gets hit. That was a rough hit on Leeds as he came across. That was a shoulder to the head, but I don't think they have a penalty coming on this. Luckily, he's able to get up and come off. So the officials have obviously did not see what happened. Now the puck was coming down, so he may have glanced away from it, didn't see the actual hit. Just in case anybody's wondering why there wasn't a penalty, although they probably should have been. So now working away, coming out now, a shot along the boards, trying to get out, can't, and now working their way through, giving chase. There is Voltima. I'm sorry, that was Contra. Now Voltima's got it. Voltima moves it off of one stick, but now it's dumped in wide of the net, trying to get through towards the net, can't get out, trying to work their way through. It's taken by Cascade. They center it, but it goes wide of the net. Trying to get it out of the zone, kept in by the Caps Academy as they look to get one towards the net. That shot is taken and saved by Wells. He'll hold on and we'll get a face-off to the left of netminder Scott Wells. 2:04 remaining here in the second period. Ashburn up 3-1. Now Rutherford out there. He'll be out there with Ryan and Ratterman. The triple R line. Ryan, Ratterman, and Rutherford. Now face off. Won by Rutherford. He sends it around. That sets up for Ratterman. Ratterman working his way through, trying to get. He's held up at the line, and it keeps in. And now Cascade still holding in. Now blocked out front by Rutherford. And now back comes Ryan. Ryan gets it to Ratterman. Ratterman sending it in. Rutherford taken down. I mean, if he doesn't have a stick, so obviously, but no shot towards the net. That gets blocked out front by the defense. Ryan sends it back around looking for Ratterman. Ratterman bumps off. Now trying to send it through. Morris looking. He holds the line. Now Rutherford, he takes a shot towards the net. Oh, and it trick just was. It goes off. Ryan got hit very late there, as you saw coming into your living room or whatever device you were watching on, and no call coming. Now that move, saved by Wells, another save by Wells, and it goes around behind the net. So that's two big saves, another save by Wells, and another save by Wells. Four big saves there by Wells, keeping them in this game. Well, we're already up 3-1, but keeping this a 3-1 game. We have a minute one remaining here in the second period. Cal is in for this faceoff. Now, face off, won by Cal. He sends it back around for Murphy. Murphy trying to get it through the uh, behind the net, but could not. Now back to the middle, can't get out, and now here comes Wu. Wu's got it, but it's taken off his stick. But recovered by Cal as he gets it in. He sends it for it. He sends a shot that goes high up over the net. Now Wu keeping it in along the boards, at least temporarily. Now looking at Neal, cutting through the middle. He takes a shot that goes off high over the net yet again. Now working low, coming through, can't get out. Now Caps does get out to center and sits out. That's tipped there by Wu. Gets into the zone, so no icing. And it didn't make it that far anyway. So now that is sent back. No icing. They're gonna say it was tipped by a Ashburn glove. Now a shot towards the net that goes wide. Trying to get out. Ashburn cannot. Now looking shot towards the net. Ooh. They're saying that puck went in before the buzzer. That was pretty close. So they're going to count that one. They're going to say it went in before the buzzer. That was pretty close. But you know what? The ref was right on the line. He's going to say it went in beforehand, and that's okay because right now that puts Ashburn up. So in the first period, the Caps had 15 shots on goal. This period, they had 16 shots on goal for a two-period total of 31. 2 goals on those 16 shots in this period. Ashburn, on the other hand, 14 shots on goal in the first period, 12 shots on goal in this period, but 2 of those go in. So they have a two period shot total of 26 and 3 goals on the board. So going into the third and final period, Ashburn leading 3-2, 14 minutes to decide a champion in the Liberty Cup tournament at the 16U AA level. So Leeds is out there. He's going to be out there with Rubenstein and Conchar for as the wings there. Strabuzzo and Rebic at the D to start the third period. Now Leeds in for the faceoff. That faceoff won by Caps Academy, and they're going to buzz back. Stopped up along the boards. Now working their way in. That's Rubenstein. Rubenstein sends a shot towards the net. Puck is in the net on the goal. The goal scored by Powell, I believe. Oh, no, Leeds with the goal. And now Ashburn is up 4-2, or 4-1, or 4-2. Yeah, it's 4-2. I just forgot to put the score up there. Sorry about that, guys. So 4-2 early on here in the third period. Now, they have fixed it now. They made it 3-3. They gave the goal to the wrong team. All right, now working their way out, Strabutzel. That faceoff is won by Leeds. Strabutzel swings it up. He gets it out of his own. Leeds giving chase. But it's won by the Cass Academy as they look to work their way back. Now, Strabutzel sending it up. He sends it in for Rubenstein. Can't quite get out. Now working their way through. Now down low. Here it comes. To the net. And it's sticked away by the defense. Now trying to work their way out, but the Cats Academy almost comes back with it. Now Contra is sending it up, trying to get it out of the zone, and it's held in at the line by the defense. Strabutzel. Puck is right here in front of here. And now Strabutzel finally gets it and sends it around to the far side boards. Now looking behind. Rebic trying to send it up. He gets it out. It's tipped. No icing. It's tipped by a Cass Academy stick, and it wasn't going to make it that far anyway. Now working their way through. It's dumped in. Now Moore's with it. Moore sends it up. He sends it for O'Neill. O'Neill working his way in, but he is offsides at the line, and there will be a face-off coming up just outside the cap zone. 12:40 remaining here in the third period. Ashburn 4-2 in this championship game. Now Cal in for the face-off. Tied up there. Finally working their way in. Now O'Neal sends it in. Now it gets around. Trying to get it up. It does get out of the zone. Pasolewski's got it. He's going to send it in, but they're going to stay all the way down as O'Neal was way inside the zone. Now for this face-off, Rutherford. He wins that one back. Sends it up, Van Benton looking to get it out to Rattler. He couldn't quite get it out of the zone. And now working their way through. Rutherford tries to tip it away, but he can't. Now they're going to get over to it. And that goes in on net. And it's saved by Wells. He'll hold on, and we'll get a face-off to the right of that miner, Scott Wells. It's a triple R line out here. I like that one. Rutherford then for this face-off. He moves that one back clean to the vet, sends it around, sets up Ratterman trying to get it out of the zone. Rutherford over to help. Now it comes straight through to the test, and then it is taken and goal scored by Caps Academy makes this a 4-3 game with 12:04 remaining. That one just sneaks through the pad of netminder Scott Wells, and that is now 4-3 with 12:04 remaining. So we knew this would be a fight. I don't mean a physical fight. I knew it was going to be a good skilled game. So 4-3 it is. Now Caps Academy sending it out. Sent up. Can't get out of his own Butler. He tries to though. Now he's got it behind the net. He looks up, trying to send it up and out of his zone. Rubenstein gets it out. Trying to get it to Lee. Lee has it. He's coming in. He's got Poltima with it, but he's going to take the shot that goes wide. Now it gets out to center. Rebic has to reset with Strabutzel. Strabutzel sending it up now. Again, tipped in. So no icing. And now working behind the net. Poltima with it. Poltima to Rubenstein, I believe. Now up. Strabutzel to Rubenstein. He sends it up. Gets it in. No. Onsides at the line there. Now leads with it. He sends it back towards the net. It's free. Another shot towards the net. And another shot. The puck is still loose. The puck is still loose. So now a shot towards the net. It gets blocked out front. And now a partial break. And now there's an injured Ashburn player. That's Leeds, I believe. And he is holding his hand. So I'm going to go ahead and span this away until we know what the deal is for. Leeds is down on the ice. So Leeds is skating off under his own power, which is good. And it looks like he's holding his hand or his arm. He's getting back to the bench right now. So face-off is going to come back inside the Ashburn zone. There was no penalty on it. That was part of the scrum behind the around the net is what drove that to be probably drove that injury. But the puck was loose. Now face-off won by Cal. Pasolewski sends it in. He looks through, trying to get through. Can't. Now Morris with it. He sends it back up. He finds O'Neal. O'Neal checked up off the play, but he gets it into the zone for Cal. Cal trying to send it over for Conchar. Couldn't quite get it to him, but it's sent back out of the zone. Now Apostolescu with it. He sends it across. He sends it to Morris. Morris sends it up. Tipped in. Cal couldn't quite get to it, and it's pushed back by the Caps. And now Apostolescu looking. He sends it up the zone. It does that, gets out to center. Sent right back in now by the Caps. And then they're working their way through. Morris sending it up. He finds Conchar. Casey Conchar coming in. Now he drops it to Cal. Cal with a shot towards the net. It's saved by the netminder. Another shot and a goal! Goal scored by Conchar. Goal scored by Conchar on the assist from Cal. It is now 5-3. Ashburn. 5-3 Ashburn with 7 remaining here in the third period. Rutherford now in for this face-off for Ashburn. That one's sent across. He wins that one over to trying to get it to Wu. But not. Now he gets it in the zone. He's looking wide. He sends it towards the net looking for Radaman. Couldn't quite get it to him. And now working their way back. Coming through. Van Benton sending it across. Looking, finds Rutherford, but it was behind him. And he couldn't quite get to it. And now back comes the Cast Academy. Looking, trying to get the shot towards the net. Couldn't get to it. Now Radaman sends it up to Rutherford. Rutherford sending it up. Looking, he finds Wu. Wu coming in. Shot. And continuing to push around Rutherford. The team makes a couple of good saves there. The netminder for the Caps Academy to keep this one at 5-3. Now Conchar in for this face-off. Looks like they might have Leeds is going to take a shift off here as he uh, sees what happens here. Now working their way out, the Caps Academy coming back, trying to get a shot off Camp. They're behind the net now, centering. Now another shot saved by Wells. Sorry, I didn't pan out the camera quick enough, guys. So face-off coming up here just to the right of netminder Scott Wells. 9:18 remaining here in the third period. And the face-off won by Wells, sent out by Revich. It's going to go down into the cap zone, but not enough for icing. And now Butzel sends it up through center, getting it down for Ryan. Ryan gets to it. He sends it towards the net. It cuts through the crease, but no one can get their stick on it. And they're working their way back through center. Now coming through, Caps Academy. Now looking up, trying to get it up is Rubenstein. Rubenstein, and it's behind them. And so they will have to regroup as they have to get everybody out of the zone. Now Caps Academy trying to send it in. Butzel giving chase. But he is checked up off the play. He is behind the net. Now working behind the net. Trying to get through a shot towards the net. That's wide. And there's a penalty upcoming here on Caps. And so looks like there's going to be a penalty coming up on Sir Butzel for interference. So Caps Academy sitting here going to take a timeout now with 8:20 remaining. They're going to have the power play. And Sir Butzel is going to sit for 2 minutes for interference for Ashburn. So hang with us while they go through this timeout. We will be back with you here shortly on Blood Sports Broadcasting. Right, and we are back now. Ashburn on the penalty kill. Rutherford in for the faceoff there. He ties it up, gets it out, and it gets out into the zone. It's picked up by the Caps Academy, so they have to go and regroup. And now it's coming through, working through. Shot that goes high and that goes out of play, but that hits the netting, and we'll get a faceoff right here inside the Ashburn zone as it went off of a stick of an Ashburn player defending. Now Rutherford in for the faceoff. He ties that one up, kicks it forward to Ratterman. That's a win for him. Now Ratterman trying to get it down. He's checked up off the play as Caps Academy looking to try and regroup, reset here on the power play. Looking through, that goes through the zone. And now Ratterman sending it up. It gets out of the zone, no icing, and they will continue to. So they will have to recover. Now being sent up, tipped up by Ratterman, but dumped in by a Caps Academy player. And now they are. Sorry, forgot to follow the play, guys. All right, so right here in front of you, Thornton behind me for Caps Academy, being watched by Apostolescu, working their way through, trying to get it up. Now Morris with it. Morris sends it up for Rutherford. Rutherford's working his way in. He comes in low. He comes in. Shot saved. And now sent out by Caps Academy. And is kept in at the line by Rutherford. So they will go ahead and regroup though. Does Caps Academy. And now that is onside right there at the line. Trying to work their way out. Coming out. Rubenstein sending it up for Leeds. It's good to see Leeds back on the ice. So it looks like he is no worse for the wear. And now he's got a break. Leeds working his way in. Shot. Saved by the netminder. Now working their way towards it. Rubenstein's got it down low. Working shorthanded. Keeping the pressure on. And now Caps Academy working out as they leak a tie out. Now, big move. Now a shot. Goal! Right top shelf over. That was his shoulder. But it is now 5-4 with 6:22 remaining. Just as the power play expired. And now Ashburn still got it clinging on to this 1-goal lead. 6:22 remaining here in the third period of this championship game. Cowell in for this faceoff. Now Cal ties it up, tries to get through. Conchar now finally over to O'Neill. O'Neill sends it in. And now Caps Academy working their way through, trying to get, and it's sent out. It does get out of the zone. Working to send it down inside the zone, but cannot, at least not yet. And that is just tied up right down there in the, right outside the Cap zone. And finally they come away with it as the Caps, as they get it through. That's bounced right back up. Ice the Buffalo sent in. That is onside. Saved by Wells. He'll hold on, and we'll get a face-off here. So Scott Wells is left. Now leads into this face-off for Ashburn. Face-off won by Bates. He sends it. It's sent around by Van Benton all the way through, trying to get it into his own. Couldn't quite catch up to it with Multima, and back comes the Caps Academy. They cut through the middle. Shot goes up over the net, and checked up off the play was, and now working his way through, and he couldn't get a shot. Another shot by Revich. It's held onto by the netminder. And two shots there that happened, and I apologize. It was going down the ice. The camera was on it, but I was looking back because Van Venton was still on the ice, and I thought maybe he had got hurt. But he did get up and get off the ice. Now Rutherford in for this faceoff. He wins that one back for Revich. Revich sending it down low to Ratterman. Ratterman out for Rutherford. Rutherford centers it, but Ryan couldn't quite get his stick on it, and now working their way through. And that gets poked off, and that goes into the bench. at the neutral zone, so there'll be a face-off right there at right outside the Ashburn zone. Rutherford wins that face-off, gets it over for Radaman, but now Caps kind of race to it though, and that goes all the way around. Moore's trying to hold on to it here for Ashburn, but Caps sitting it through. There's a shot that goes just wide of the net. Now sits out, can't get it out, working the way out. Rutherford, sorry, got to move the camera. Now through the middle, there's a shot. The puck is loose. Can't get a hold of it. And now it's off to the corner. Puck goes around. I like it, but he sends it around. He gets it up for Radaman. Radaman gets it out of the zone. And now Powell tries to get it into the zone. He does. It's onside at the line. It just cleared. And now no one there, though, coming back to down the middle. And so they have to regroup now as they reset it to center. Now Murphy over to Stubutzel. Now up looking for Cal, but it misses Cal's stick and goes right to a Caps player in neutral ice. He's coming in across the ice. Blue line. Now sitting around Stubutzel. Stubutzel holding onto it, sending it up, looking. O'Neill tries to get it in, cannot. Now working their way back through. Picked up off the play and thought that was offside because I didn't think the puck had actually come into the zone, but apparently it's still onside, they said. Cal with it now. He's sending it out. He sends it down the ice. Wu giving chase. Sent up. Now here comes Caps Academy working their way back. Right through the net. Now sent out. Murphy sends it up. Contract can't get to it, and it's kept in at the line by the Caps Academy. Now Moore sends it around for O'Neill. O'Neill working his way up. Taken there by Leeds. Leeds has it now. He dumps it in towards the net. It's saved by the netminder, and he'll hold on, and we'll get a face-off here of the Caps Academy net. Now Leeds is in for this face-off. We have 2:59 remaining in the third period. Ashburn holding on to this one-goal lead of this championship game. Face-off won by Leeds. He sends it back. Now Morse shot towards the net. That's knocked down. Now another shot by Ashburn. And now back comes Caps Academy trying to get through. Can't. Morse gets to it. He sends it out, but he can't clear the zone. Well, no, he does clear the zone. And so Caps Academy having to regroup and get their one guy out of the zone. And now it's sent across. That's sent across by Rubenstein. He gets to it. Send it through down Rubenstein with it. He dodges one check and tries to get it in. He sends it in. Now working their way up. Kostelewski, poke checks one, sends it out of his zone. Coming through. Now Caps Academy working it on the far side forwards, trying to get it through. Rutherford comes away with it now. He's going to skate it around behind his own net. He sends it around, trying to get it up for Radaman. It's tipped out of zone. There's no icing as it is tipped. So still working Ryan now on it behind his own net, or behind the Caps net. Caps Academy looking to get out of the zone with it. Turned over is Radaman still harassing, and now behind the net, Rutherford. Rutherford checked up off the play, and he is taken down. No incidental to the play, and now trying to come through. Van Benton with it. Van Benton up to Revich. Now dumped in by Radaman. Now behind the net. Ryan giving chase. Caps Academy looking to break out. There's a minute 17 remaining, and now they are going to pull their netminder. Trying to get through. Revich. Now it's out front. It's held on to by Wells. He'll hold on, and we'll get a face-off to the right of netminder Scott Wells. 1:07 remaining here in the third period of this championship game. Ashburn up 5-4. Cal in for the face-off. Cal wins that over. He gets it to Shabutzel. Shabutzel sends it around. It does not get out. Now it does get out by O'Neal. Now Boltimo with it. Boltimo looking. He shoots. And he shoots wide on the net, on the open net. And now back comes Caps Academy. 51 seconds remaining. Caps coming in. Shot towards the net. It doesn't get out. It's taken by O'Neal. It's kept in at the line. And now it's in the middle. Down low here. Now, puck was loose. It's off to the side. Held onto by Caps Academy. Now covered up by Wells. And the net came off. So 30 seconds remaining. 30 seconds remaining. Face off coming up to the left of netminder Scott Wells. Leads in for this face off. A face off won by, and right back on net for Wells as he holds on to it. That wasn't a shot though. That was just a came towards the net on the face off. Now that face off won by Leeds. He gets it around. Now behind the net. Puck is loose out front. And it's going to squeak out to center. There is 19 seconds left. Dumped in. And offsides at the line. Offsides at the line. And we will have a face-off just outside the Ashburn zone. Face-off coming up just outside the Ashburn zone with, oh, at center. Excuse me, at center. I apologize. 15 seconds. Now tied up. Trying to get it through. Now it's sit down inside the cap zone. It is on sides. 8 seconds. O'Neal sent it through. He's checked up off the play. Now working 3, 2. That's icing. And that is it. That'll do it for the game. Ashburn wins the championship here at the Liberty Cup Finals in Oaks Ice Center. So thanks for watching on Rudd Sports Broadcasting. And it looks like we'll see if they're going to have a ceremony here or not. They're running a little bit behind because of the injury from before, so it looks like they're just going to do the handshake and that will be it. So great win by great win by Ashburn Xtreme, coming up 5-4, beating Caps Academy. These two will be playing each other again next weekend on Sunday at Ashburn Ice House. These two teams, we will be playing the Ashburn will be playing the 16U AA1 team from Caps Academy at MedStar on Saturday, and then Sunday they play this team again, the AA2 team, at Ashburn. So next weekend, 2 games against the Caps Academy, both the Caps Academy's team. So I'm sure there will be some carryover from this weekend. And it looks like they are going to do the ceremony. So we'll keep you right here on Rudd Sports Broadcasting so you can see the ceremony. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Well, thank you for joining us here on Run Sports Broadcasting. Congratulations to the Ashburn Xtreme, your Liberty Cup, uh, your Liberty Cup champions for this year for the 16 AA team division. So we will be back with you here next weekend as Ashburn takes on both of the 16U teams from Caps Academy. Take care, everyone. Stay safe. And if you're driving home tonight, be safe because it's raining out there, and we know some people can't drive in the rain. All right. Take care of one another, and we will see you next weekend from MedStar on Saturday.